Okay, so I have the ingredients laid out. Now, your typical tuna casserole is made with noodles and a creamy sauce. We are substituting noodles for cauliflower. If you had a food processor, it probably would work just fine. I use this. You just want to get your cauliflower in the little tiny bite-sized pieces. We're gonna start off by sauteing onions, and we like things spicy, so these are Thai chilies. So we're going to come over here. So what we're gonna do is just get the onions going and the Thai chilies, and as soon as those are cooked down a little bit, we'll start to make the roux. Okay, now that we've got the onion and the Thai chilies kind of cooked down a little bit, we're going to make a roux. So I'm gonna add a little bit more olive oil. You know, growing up, my mom made it, I believe, with, she didn't put onions or Thai chilies. It was just straight, she made a roux out of the butter, flour. We try to use as least dairy as possible, so this is what I'm using today. We've been using it for a while. It's been working for us. We're not completely dairy free, but there's, some things that we choose that we can substitute. Let me get a spoon. Excuse me, my love. So that's probably about 2 tablespoons. Now flour, I've been looking online for different things to thicken, different thickening agents. Next time I think I'm gonna try maybe almond flour or flaxseed flour. We'll try that next time because there is, of course, carbs in the flour, but we're not completely carb free. We're just trying to work on using, losing the unnecessary carbs. So we'll get that going. Turn the heat down. We also don't use regular milk. We use almond milk. Regular milk, just to let you know, is about 12 grams of carbs per cup. There's about 1.5 grams of carbs in almond milk. Of course, it's not as thick as milk, but it works. We've learned to use it and work with it. So I'm gonna let this cook for a few minutes and let it get a little bit thicker. And then we'll start adding the rest of the ingredients. Okay, I added a little bit more. Altogether, I think I added probably 2 cups. It's been simmering for a little bit. Right now I'm going to add half a cup of Monterey Jack pepper or Monterey pepper jack cheese. If they had the reduced fat, that's what I would prefer, but I wasn't able to find that today. So I'm just gonna get that incorporated in there. This is about 3 cans of tuna. It's completely up to you. However, if you like less, put less. We like a lot of tuna. I roasted about 7 Anaheim green chilies. Roasted them, peeled them, cut them up. So we're gonna get this going good and get that cheese melted. Okay, so it's thickened up pretty good. I use chicken bouillon in just about everything I make. I'm not really good at measurements. Everything is just, you know, how you like it. Garlic powder, of course. Onion powder. Black pepper. I like grinding my own pepper. I know that sometimes they use a lot of fillers in the pepper that's already ground. Can't have enough black pepper in here. It goes perfect. Okay, so I'll give that another stir. It's starting to smell really good. And I don't know if anyone will notice, but I realized my almond milk was vanilla flavored. I always get unsweetened, but this was vanilla flavored. But I tasted it and it actually didn't really make that much of a difference. And with the seasonings, it'll cover it up. But yeah, probably get the not vanilla one. So I'm gonna add the cauliflower at this time. You know, and this would normally be the noodles added, cooked noodles. So I'm gonna give this a good stir and get it all mixed together. And then I'll show you how we finish putting it together. Okay, so I sprayed the pan with cooking spray, put the mixture in there. Now, I'm using mozzarella. It's got a lower fat content. I prefer reduced fat cheddar cheese, but this is what I have at home right now. So it's about the same as the low fat cheddar cheese. The flavor will be a little different, but it'll still work. Cheese is cheese. So I'm just getting that on there. You know, growing up, my mom used a lot more cheese. Our tuna casserole was so delicious growing up. She used the pasta and a lot of cheddar cheese on top, and she crunched up a whole bag of Lay's potato chips and would crumble them on top and then put melted butter and then bake that in the oven. There was nothing better, but of course, extremely unhealthy, especially for people that are trying to watch their waist these days. So, you know, I've been looking for different substitutes. You know, breadcrumbs is still gonna have the carbohydrates, but this is what I'm using today. Just some croutons and these right here. So I did about 1/4 of a cup of the croutons and about half of the serving size of the Parmesan crisps. I just mashed them up real good, and I'm gonna sprinkle those on top just to give it that crunch. I'm not gonna add the melted butter. I think they'll do good without it. Okay, so I'm going to pop it in the oven. I'm gonna cover it with foil and pop it in the oven at 425. I'm gonna keep checking it. As soon as I see it starting to bubble, that's when I'll uncover it and let it go for about another 5 minutes. But I'll show you the process of it as it goes.
You're walking so fast.
Okay, quick break. We're on a little walk while the casserole's cooking. This is my helper. He's been
Hi.
helping me video the whole time.
And this dog's dragging us.
We're trying to keep up. Okay, see, it's starting to bubble. I'm gonna pull it out, take the foil off, and let it go for about 10 more minutes. And for the best part, And I made some green beans for the side. Normally we had canned green beans growing up, but we're getting used to more fresh, more liking it. I just added a little bit of olive oil and garlic salt. Looks good.